Welcome to This Day. Today is Saturday, February 10th, and I'm your host, Bobby Higgins. Coming up, we have a great show for you today. We have a possible new club coming to the village, and it is called Life's Vitality Club with Miriam Khan, and she has an incredible story of resilience, strength, and joy that she'll share with us. I think you're going to absolutely love her spirit. And after that, we have the Village Breeze Update with Elise Rothrock. And now let's take a look at today's Stay Informed. A week from Monday is President's Day, and this day will not air so that we can bring you two special documentaries. February 19th at 9 a.m. we'll present Ronald Reagan, An American Journey. It's an in-depth look at one of the most influential and popular political figures. From his early career, the assassination attempt, trailblazing international relations, to his personal life with First Lady Nancy Reagan. The film features special archival footage, news coverage, and debate speeches. Then at noon on President's Day, we take you back to the days of Camelot when we air JFK Remembered 50 years later. The 1,000-day presidency of John F. Kennedy was filled with a multitude of dramatic moments featuring his inaugural speech, the Bay of Pigs, the Cuban Missile Crisis, through his tragic death by assassination on November 22, 1963. The documentary includes rare footage from the JFK Presidential Library and an interview with Ronald Reagan about JFK's legacy and impact on the world. Be sure to join us here at Village Television as we celebrate President's Day with you. And now let's take a look outside at the weather. It's going to be a nice weekend. I'm sure the mountains will be packed with skiers and snowboarders after all the rain we've just had this past week. But the sun is out and it'll be sunny today, but cool with a high of 63 and a low of 39. Tomorrow on Sunday, it'll be cool but mostly sunny as well. And on Monday, there'll be plenty of sunshine to go around, and this trend is going to last through the weekend. And now taking a look at your sunrise and sunset. This morning's sunrise was at 6:40 a.m. Your sunset will be at 5:30 p.m. tonight. And this is a beautiful picture of a bird from Dana Point from Mark Rabinowitz. Thank you so much for sending that in. If you'd like to have your photo featured here on This Day, we would love to have them. Please email us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Stay with us. We have a great show coming your way. Up next is Life's Vitality Club. We'll be right back.
Ready to hear the good news? From teaching others how to use their iPhone at the Mac Club or volunteering at the History Center, our community saves thousands of dollars. And there's more. The special volunteer luncheon happens because of sponsors. Recently, it was Memorial Care, Ivy Living, and Freedom Village that stepped up to help offset the cost. These are just a few of the many good things that happen in your community. Help be a part of it and volunteer today.
At Renew Ketamine Infusion, Dr. Justin Yannick and Dr. Tanya Dahl are board-certified physicians with nearly a decade of experience in ketamine therapy who can help those who haven't found success with other treatments or wish to avoid daily medications. Whether you're struggling with depression, PTSD, anxiety, or chronic pain conditions, our private spa-like clinic focuses on creating the perfect setting for your ketamine treatment. Call us today to schedule your free physician consultation to determine if ketamine therapy is recommended for you.
Welcome back, and we'll be talking about maybe a new club, maybe not a new club. We're going to figure this out as we go. I want to welcome Miriam Khan to This Day, and I want to talk about kind of a journey you've gone through with your health and a diagnosis you had, and how it inspired you to maybe have a gathering that's coming up on the 14th, and what you want to hope to have come from all this. So welcome to the program.
Okay, let me start out with my background was a very active kind of life. Mm-hmm. I was traveling, I was president of a club, I did visit 4 corners of the world. I did hiking, a lot of hiking, and enjoyed every little bit of it.
Yeah.
Until COVID. When COVID came around, obviously a lot of those activities became on the side, And
Right.
I did get my vaccine through the community here. 2 or 3 weeks after, I did get the vaccine, I did join the Emeritus Club, the Emeritus program, and did exercise on a fairly regular basis at home.
So you were enjoying a really active life before all of this happened.
I was trying to replace the outdoor activity and personal activities with activities on Zoom. As a matter of fact, we did some folk dancing on Zoom too. We created a club on Zoom and did some, which was very successful.
Oh, that's
we
great.
had people from all over the world that joined us, Australia and Siberia, you name it. Anyhow, one morning I took one of those weights as I did my aerobics and slammed it into my right hand and started to scratch, it started to bleed. And I packaged it with gauzes and whatnot, and it kept on bleeding.
So that was a sign for you probably to go to the doctor and figure out what's going on.
3 days later, it was still profusely bleeding, and at this point, my fingers became numb, and I went to the hospital. I couldn't handle it anymore.
Right.
They ran a CBC, which is a blood count, and came back with platelets of 7. I said, no way. I want, repeat on that, this is incorrect. They came back with platelets of 5. I said,
it's only getting worse.
Yeah. So at that point, they felt that I needed to see a hematologist, an oncologist, which I did. And he insisted at that point that I stay in the hospital. The reason is reason. Number one, when you have such a low, platelets are the ones, thrombocytes that are created in our bone marrow, and they are the ones that stop bleeding in our body, externally as well as internally. And they were very worried about spontaneous internal bleeding.
My goodness. So how, we got this diagnosis, you're in the hospital. How did you react to it at
This is
first?
not a diagnosis, this is a symptom.
Okay.
At that point. The diagnosis didn't come for another probably a few months.
Okay.
This is why they want to keep me in the hospital.
Okay.
To diagnose what is causing this.
And it turns out to be?
The diagnosis eventually came on the second bone marrow, and this is myeloid leukemia, acute myeloid leukemia, which at the time they gave me 3 to 5 weeks of life.
Oh my God.
I wasn't quite ready for that. I definitely, I felt I'm strong and I really wanted to continue my life. I had a lot of things that I still, and still do today, want to continue to do.
And here you are. So what did you take that diagnosis from? Because they're telling you, 3 to 5 weeks of life, and here you are today. What happened in that process?
Okay, chemotherapy, and obviously a lot of before the chemotherapy, they tried different other medications, testing, and blood work on a regular basis. I still do twice a week blood work.
Okay.
And I just went through a whole week of chemotherapy. And obviously all of those things have very negative side effects.
Sure, they can be debilitating in terms of what they do to your body.
Absolutely. I did make my mind up that I'm going to take that route and face the challenge, and I did it. I'm doing it. Obviously, relationship with people and strong and positive willpower is what keeps me going.
Fantastic. And then at some point you came up with the idea of maybe sharing this experience with others, right? And getting together and tell me a little bit about the idea behind Life's Vitality.
Okay, this is where I really felt that I'm not the only one in our community, and probably everywhere else with our, since we all live a lot longer, and abnormal cells have a chance. Our immune system is not as strong when we get older. And as such, we develop what we call abnormal cells, and eventually they develop into cancer. I decided that I want to have a group of people here in our community that will meet on a regular basis, that we can create a buddy system, that we can support each other, that we can help each other and keep being positive and help, cure some of those diseases.
Right. Join the Life's Vitality group. They're going to be getting together on Wednesday, February 14th from 2 to 4 p.m. over at Clubhouse 3 in Dining Room 2. And you're going to be there, and you're going to have some other guest speakers, and you're going to have all sorts of interesting stuff going on in terms of people who are survivors of cancer and those kinds of things. I know you wanted to read a little bit there at the end of something you wrote down.
I want to, that we together we can face the challenge of today and pursue tomorrow. Create personal relationship, connect to each other, and spread the courage and strength and positivity to give us courage and strength to fight our ailments. And obviously, you indicated that we will have
the
guest
February 14th
speakers.
event is going to be the opportunity for everybody to get together and hear from you, hear from others, and maybe this is something you guys can repeat and do as a group or a club in the future. That would be great.
Correct.
Miriam Khan from Life's Vitality, thank you so much for joining us today.
I hope I can do what I'm aiming to do. Thank you.
I hope so too.
Very, very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first 2 buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
A backed-up toilet can wreak havoc in our homes. And with our older sewer lines, a clogged pipe can become a nightmare for our neighbors as well. That's why we have to be careful about what we flush down the village toilets. One of the biggest sources of blockages is personal hygiene wipes. Even if they're labeled flushable, always toss disposable wipes in the trash, because these products do not break down like toilet paper. Please, don't throw them in the toilet.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Elise Rothrock with the Village Breeze Update. Elise, so nice to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. And so the Village Breeze, this is the first edition for this year, correct?
That is correct.
January,
yes.
February edition. So I'm curious, over the holidays, the people are taking vacations or breaks or whatever. Does that make it hard to get out this first publication? Like, is this one the smallest one of the year?
No, it's not. The Breeze is always 56 pages, and we plan in advance for content to come in and let the printer know when files are going to be ready. Everybody pretty much is 24/7, even though it's the holidays. So
yeah, so
it works out.
Matter. How many employees? How many people work on putting this out?
I do the majority of the work, and then I have an associate, Susan Logan McCracken, who does some proofing and some other things for me. But it's a pretty lean mean running machine.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. It's such a great thing to have. And in this edition, we have the photo contest winners.
Yes.
So did you have a good turnout on people that put in pictures?
We did. It's always difficult to choose the winners and the honorable mentions, and because there are so many folks in the village who have just a really great artistic eye and some great photography skills. So it's fun, and at the same time, it's very difficult.
Yes, well, let's look at the #1 winner of the magazine. I mean, these are National Geographic type photos.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I think
definitely.
people are going to be blown
so
away.
I
when
hope
they see
people will definitely look at the winners as well as the honorable mentions, because there are some really great images in there.
And so who took first place?
So first place is Don Balzer with While at Dana Point Harbor. And this is a fabulous shot of a shorebird. I mean, the timing couldn't be any more perfect. And it's just a great shot. So yes.
What do you think, what were the things you were looking at that you were like, this one is the winner, this is the #1?
We look for things like framing, color, detail, sharpness, focus, things like that. But more than anything, it's the framing and whether the image is sharp.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and obviously this bird is in movement. Like that's pretty incredible.
Yes, and
you must have a nice
hard.
camera to
Yes.
and know how to work it as well.
Yes.
You can have a nice camera but not know how to work
Exactly.
it. And then who takes second place?
Second place is Living Amongst Us by Russ Lazar. And obviously this is one of the many coyotes who lives in the Laguna Wilderness area, who may visit the village from time to time. So this one is great because it's another fabulous nature shot. It's very sharp and in focus, and I like the black and white element of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, to be able to, you don't just go up to coyotes and see coyotes in their natural habitat all the time, right? Like to be able to have captured this photo is pretty incredible. And then the danger aspect of it. I'm like, how far away were you to be able to capture? So I was curious, is danger a consideration?
Well, I know that coyotes aren't that scared of humans. They would rather not associate with us. But every once in a while they do come out and that's a good question. He might have had a telephoto lens and took it from afar or up close. I don't know, but that's another element that makes it an exciting photo.
Yeah, all these photos, I was just like, whoa, was so incredible. Yeah. And then your third place winner.
Our third place is Moonlight Beach in Encinitas by Douglas Love, and this is just a wonder of color and angles and different textures. It's just stunning what he was able to capture in that.
The depth on that, the way that looks, just incredible.
Yeah, I love that photo.
Very beautiful. It must have been so difficult to find your winner.
It really is. People take photos of what they love, and then they share that with you. And to have to decide among all of these photos who wins and who's an honorable mention, and it's difficult. But it's always fun, and I'm always grateful for the submissions that residents send in.
And so in the magazine, residents can go to the magazine and see the honorable mentions as well?
Yes. If they go to page 22, the 24 photo contest, the whole layout is close to the center. So yes, I encourage people to check that out.
Wonderful. And then I understand that the winners will receive a little bit of award, or just first place, or first, second, third?
First, second, third receive 2 tickets to a select different events at the PAC.
Okay. Oh, exciting. That's wonderful. How fun. And so what are some of the other features coming up in this edition?
Well, we have a new feature starting with this issue, and it will continue throughout the year, called Meet Executive Management. And we thought it would be a good idea to introduce to the community, who the executive team is and what their functions are and how they relate to the bigger picture. And in this issue, Carlos Rojas, who was our Director of Operations, is featured, as well as Catherine Laster, who is our Services Manager. They both have a tremendous amount of responsibility, a lot of individuals they're responsible for, and this story kind of just tells what they do.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're going to continue that with the rest of the executive team.
I always love getting to know people and their story and their background and all that stuff.
Personal stories are always great. And then we also have a feature on, friendships. Making friendships at any point in your life can be difficult, and especially difficult at this stage in life where, you might have moved from someplace else, you're downsizing your home, you're unfamiliar with your surroundings and what may be available to you. And this is kind of a little tutorial on, how you can keep friendships alive at this stage, or make new friends. Because having friends is so important for your mental and your physical health.
Yeah, it's funny. You think as a kid it was so easy. I mean, you just met people in the neighborhood from outside playing, or you met people at school, and then you met people at work. But then when life changes and maybe you're a little more isolated or not around as so many people anymore, yeah, it definitely can become much harder to do.
Exactly.
So where can residents get a copy of the Village Breeze?
Residents can find the Breeze in a lot of the major touch points throughout the village, the fitness centers, the clubhouse offices. Here in the community center, there are a lot of different areas where people can pick up a copy. The easiest is the literature racks toward the back doors of the community center, the clubhouse, the tennis clubhouse, the village library. So if for some reason the delivery doesn't make it to your door, you can always pick it up someplace else. And of course, it's online.
Okay. And then you guys are asking for resident feedback.
Always.
It's good to
Yes.
It's good to want to have feedback.
Yes, feedback and ideas always welcome.
Oh, good. And then some other news, there's an art exhibition coming up.
Yes, we are in the final stages of finalizing the 2024 Laguna Woods Art Association exhibition here in the community center on the first and third floors. We're done placing. Folks from maintenance and construction are done hanging everything. We're just now getting up the rest of the placards. And starting this Friday, residents and their guests can come into the community center and view the art and vote for their favorite before March 1st.
Okay, that's wonderful. What a fun event. So.
It's a favorite event of mine for sure.
Oh. Well, thank you for being here today and giving us this update. It's always so fun to see what the newest edition is going to bring.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 45 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit us anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
Pet boarding and daycare reimagined in Laguna Woods. Smart Park is offering 1 month of unlimited free daycare to new clients that pass a temperament evaluation. Call today to redeem this offer and get started.
Welcome back to This Day. Let's take a look at the movie presentation for today here on Village Television. Your showings are at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without. And today we have Raging Bull starring Robert De Niro being brought to you by RadNet. Raging Bull is a 1980 American biographical sports drama. It follows the career of LaMotta, his rise and fall in the boxing scene, and his turbulent personal life beset by rage and jealousy. And we have a couple of announcements for you today as well. Coming up tomorrow, it's the championship football game, so don't forget to come watch it on the big screen at Clubhouse 5. Doors open at 3 p.m. Kickoff is at 3:30. You can bring some snacks and food, and you can purchase drinks at the bar, so it should be a really fun time. Also, did you know there is a new transportation schedule? It's now only a 5-minute ride door to door from the Towers to the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. You can leave the Towers at 23 minutes after the hour to get to the Senior Center. And then when you want to return home, just pick up the bus at 4 minutes after the hour at the Senior Center, and they'll bring you right back to the Towers. And now let's take a look outside at our weather. It's going to be a nice weekend. I'm sure the mountains will be packed with skiers and snowboarders after all the rain we've had. But the sun is out, and it'll be sunny today, but cool with a high of 63 and a low of 39. Tomorrow on Sunday, it'll be cool, but mostly sunny as well. And on Monday, there'll be plenty of sunshine to go around. And the nice thing is this trend is going to last for most of the week. Coming up on Monday on this day, Advanced Ear Care will be here, and also joining us is the Democratic Club. And that's it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful, enjoyable weekend. For This Day, I'm Bobby Higgins. We'll see you next week.
We believe every senior should be able to remain healthy, happy, and at home. At Caring Senior Service, we understand the value of compassion and companionship. Our caregivers promote health, happiness, and independence. We cook nutritional meals, engage in meaningful activities, run errands, do light house cleaning, and more. Call us toll-free at 833-926-3700 or visit our website, CaringSeniorServiceLW.com. Healthy, happy home. Caring Senior Service.
Those four walls got you down? Let us help. Mobility City is your go-to store for scooters, wheelchairs, and more. Come see our huge selection of scooters, lift recliners, power chairs, hospital beds, ramp systems, hitch lifts, and more. All at the best prices available. Mobility City is also your leader in repairs and rentals, and we can come to you, solving your mobility needs one customer at a time. Mobility City on El Toro Road in Lake Forest.
Seniors fear running out of money more than death itself, and the number one mistake you can make is underestimating volatility, which can derail your retirement. For 35 years now, I've coached seniors to financial independence by using two simple rules. Never take big losses and create income along the way. It's your financial future. Call now to get a free risk analysis to ensure your investments are protected, and we'll send you our Safer Money System, 949-219-0692.
The Salvation Army Orange County is proud to be a leader in providing comprehensive care to families, men, women, young adults, seniors, and veterans in Orange County. Our shelters provide food, clothing, counseling, housing navigation, and job training. We also provide care through rent and utility assistance, food pantries, anti-trafficking services, adult rehabilitation, and youth programs. Donate today to help families in need and empower individuals towards self-sufficient life.